Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to get into the new Lovesick collection from Wicked Widow Beauty. I picked up the Lovesick palette as well as the Lovesick lip trio, and I'm going to do some swatches, create some looks, and give you all my thoughts on these beauties. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot on any makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. All right, my cutie pies, my little love bugs. Valentine's Day is almost here. If you celebrate, I hope you have some amazing plans coming up. I will probably not do anything because it's during the week. I gotta work. It's just like kind of another day for me and Casey, but I'm very excited by this little adorable collection. I could not pass up on this, and I really love Wicked Widow Beauty. They're an amazing indie brand. They make amazing eyeshadows. So let me give you guys all the info, and then we'll get into, you know, the looks and everything. But I did pick up the lipstick trio set. Here's the outer packaging. Isn't that so cute with the cupids and the hearts? And then here's the back of it with like the shades. And then here's the actual lippies. I'll give you guys some lip swatches so you can see how they all look against like my skin tone. But here it is. This goes for $34. So in here, there's 3 liquid lipsticks. There's a Dark Desire, which is a beautiful purple shade. It seems like a little bit vampy, but not too dark, and it definitely seems like a more wearable purple. And then they have this beautiful pinky shade, which is kind of like a rosy mauve. This one is called Petal Less Rose. This is like one of those perfect pink shades that I feel would look good on every skin tone. Then they have Enchanted Spell, which to me looks kind of like a mauvey rosy brown, like there's a little bit of pink to it. I love me a good brown liquid lipstick. I love those kind of tones. Now let's get into the palette. I'm very excited because I really love Wicked Widow Beauty's eyeshadow formula, so I know that this is going to be amazing. But this one right here goes for $36. It has the cupids again, the hearts, all the love. Here is the back of it. It's a nice little compact palette, and this one is currently sold out, but if I get any restock information before I post this, it'll be in the description. I'll show you guys the inside of this. There is a mirror, and then here are the shades. Also on the mirror it says this: without you I'll be miserable at best. Right? Is that what it says? Yes, that's such a cute little quote. And I think these tones are just absolutely perfect. You got the mauves, you got some pink, a little bit of like purple, lavender. This is like the most beautiful, perfect curated Valentine's Day palette. And I think the shades are so gorgeous. So this has 4 mattes and 4 dual chrome / multi-chrome. So I'm not sure which ones are the dual chromes or multi-chromes, but the shades are also magnetic in the palette, so you can move the shades around, or you can switch out with other shades from different palettes if you have their other ones. So I think that's cool if you want to make your own color story. That's all the info about the palette and the lippies. I think we should now get into the looks, and then I can give you guys my thoughts at the end. So let's get into this first look. I did prime my eyes with the Glam Light Icing eyeshadow base in Buttercream. Did not set it, and I'm gonna start off with the shade called Letting Go. I think this is like the deepest shade within the palette, and I'm gonna use one of my favorite brushes. This is from Itspo, the E2 brush. So I'm gonna tap off the excess, and I'm just going to start to shape as best as possible. I'm gonna wrap it here. Ooh, this is a beautiful muted purple shade. But I'm gonna work slowly. I'm gonna do my thing, create the shape, and I will connect here too, and bring it out for a little bit of a drama. So I'm going to just get a flat shader brush. I think this one's from Kaleidos, the S4 brush, and I'm gonna go into Love Like Winter. It's a beautiful, I don't know how to describe it, like a periwinkle blue almost. I'm assuming that this has some kind of shift because they're all like duochromes or multichromes in here. I am gonna wet the brush with just some water, and I'm just gonna start filling in the space. Ooh, I'm starting to crease a little bit. Ooh, okay. The shade is definitely more on the flaky end, but so stunning, so impactful. Look at that. I'm gonna try not to get fallout, but it's hard to not get any fallout with shades that are more on the very like flaky side, but I'll do my best. I'm just gonna fill in like all of the space and maybe leave a little opening in the front. Now let's get into the Fall For You shade, this beautiful pink. I'm gonna use the same brush and pick it up. This one seems maybe a little bit on the drier side, not in a bad way, because this one is a little bit more creamy and like emollient. This one looks just a little bit drier, which is totally fine. And I am gonna wet my brush so we can kind of have it smooth on a little better. And we'll put that right in the inner portion. Ooh, this is like a pink to blue shift. Oh, it is flaking a little bit. Ooh, but it smooths on nicely and it's very bright. Ooh, that is pretty. I want to add just like a little pop of pastel-y blue in the front. I have to go into this 3 Last Words shade right here. It's like a very light blue. Tap off the excess and I'm gonna pop it right here. They're usually really good at creating really pigmented pastel-y shades. Oh yeah, yes. I just wanna pop it in the front. So I decided to also take this beautiful pastel shade as my inner corner highlight because it is very pigmented. I love a pigmented pastel, especially as the inner corner highlight. It just does something for me. But I figured we might as well get into a lippy so we can see how they apply. I mean, I know you saw the lip swatches, but what are we feeling for this look? Should we use that one? Should we? I feel like we should. It just, why not? Go big or go home, right? Let's go with the most boldest color in the trio. I did put on like a sleeping like kind of lip mask just to keep my lips moisturized since this is a liquid lipstick and you know those formulas can be a little intense on the lips. And they're very matte. I recommend doing that whenever you're going with a liquid lipstick. Ooh, that's a beautiful purple. And it's kind of nicely. Doesn't really have a scent. It more is just like the ingredients. That's good. I'm just gonna cover everything up. So there's the lippy with the eye look. It's pretty. I love it. Now I'm going to go and finish off the look at the gems, lashes, you know, all that good stuff. And I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, my loves, I am back and here is the completed look. Show you guys the shadow and the details I added. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I added all these little different colored gems, pink ones, blue ones. I added some pearls, these little heart stickies on there too. And I did put a little bit of glitter like behind them because I want it to be extra. I used the Nabla Miami Lights glitter palette and I went into this white one right here. And I think it looked really cute. I just kind of randomly placed things and try to match each side. I just wanted to have a bunch of gems and a bunch of little things going on up here. And then for the rest of the look, I decided to put on falsies because I felt like this look needed falsies. So I have the Kiss Magnetic Lashes and Charm on, and then I use the Kiss Magnetic Liner to put them on. I did use a little bit of the Wonder Beauty Mile High Club Mascara. And then for my waterline, I decided to go in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil and Melt just to brighten things up down there. Even though it's like bare, I just wanted a little bit of extra brightness. And I did tight line a little bit with this trusty pencil, and that's all I did for the look. Now the lippy did like fully dry down at this point. I don't think I applied it the best, but that's me and my lack of skills of applying liquid lipstick, as well as trying to do it without a lip liner, but it's still so beautiful, and it doesn't feel like overly drying where it just feels like it's sucking all the moisture out of your lips. It actually feels quite comfortable for a liquid lipstick, and I think the color is absolutely beautiful. But that was everything for this first look. I'm very happy with how it turned out. So now I'm ready to get into look number 2. So I'm gonna go into Worlds Apart, this pink right here, and I'm using a Rephr 27 brush, and I did put the Glam Light primer on again and did not set it. I did have a little bit of staining from the Letting Go shade in the first look, but very minimal. God, I have like little glitter like specks everywhere. But wow, look at the pigmentation on this shade. It's beautiful, and it's just blending effortlessly. These mattes are just like their usual formula, very creamy, very pigmented, and just easy to blend. And I'm gonna now take a little bit of the Come Back Home shade, which this one looks like a milky brown with a little bit of a pink undertone. I wanna see if that will add a little bit of depth and go with the pink. Yeah, it is. It's a little deeper, like slightly deeper than the pink that I have through the crease. Now let's get into the Letting Go shade, the deepest matte in the palette. I'm gonna use that on the outer corner just to add a little bit of a depth. I did take it down on the lower lash line as well, and I used a little bit of the pink matte right here to kind of blend out the edge, but I'm living for this crease and everything right now. So we are going to get into the metallics. Of course, we gotta get into Memories, this beautiful one right here. Just wanna swatch it. Oh, that is beautiful. Very foiled. So let me get a flat shader brush. I'm just going to clean it off a little bit on a color switch. It definitely has the same like texture as the Love Like Winter shade. Nice and flaky. You know it's probably gonna be beautifully foiled. Scrumptious. I'm gonna spray it just to help it spread a little bit better. I'm gonna just go all over my lid with this. It's definitely like a mauve pink kind of shade, and it's beautiful. I am going to take a little bit of Fall For You and use that in the inner portion. Adds a little bit of a blueness to the front, but also brightens. I'm just kind of tapping that on. I didn't actually wet my brush for this shade, but it's going on so nicely. We're gonna take this shade right here called Goodnight Moon as my inner corner highlight. Is this a duochrome, multichrome? Look how beautiful and bright that is. Oh, that's stunning. And it's definitely on the smoother end, not as flaky as the other metallics. I'm taking this little glisten brush and I'm just gonna pop that right there. Wow. And I didn't even wet my brush. You don't really need to. It's so bright. Oh my gosh, I love that. And it's so smooth. Okay, I'm bringing it a little bit here, but man, that really brightens that inner corner. This would probably be such a beautiful highlighter because it's so smooth. Ooh, and bright. Should we take a little bit on my cheeks? Should we? Why not? I'm gonna put a little bit on my finger and maybe just put a little bit. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, yes. You could totally use this as a highlighter. So many of these mattes you can totally use as blushes. This is a versatile palette, okay? Look at that glow. Look at that. getting distracted. Oh my god, it's so pretty. That is such a stunning little goldeny glow. Okay, we're getting distracted. So I think I want to put a little bit of the matte blue, the little pastel blue on the bottom, just to add a little interest right there, okay? Just right there. Why not? Why not have a little pastel moment right there in the front? I'm gonna do it over here. I did kind of take the shimmer down there, but like look how opaque that is. It's like totally covering up the shimmer because it has so much pigment to it. But I always love a little interesting pastel pop on the bottom. So we might as well go into a lippy, and I'm filling the rosy shade right here. And we're just gonna put it over my moisturized lips. Let me take a little bit off. I put a lot of this sleeking mask on. And we're just gonna see. I think this is just gonna be a perfect pink shade. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. I'm just gonna color everything. This is definitely more like a more wearable kind of color versus the purple. This is such a beautiful shade. And I think it goes really well with the shadows that I have on my lid. And this one is a little bit more opaque than the darker purple shade. It went on a lot more easier. Like I didn't have to layer it up as much. So just wanted to note that. I noticed that difference, but it's gorgeous. So I am now going to go off camera, finish the look, liner, mascara, all that good stuff, and I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, loves, I am back, and here is the look. Of course, I added a detail with liner. I created little hearts. I think it's so cute. I did like a light pink in the inner portion, outlined it with darker pink, then a light pink arch, darker pink arch, and I think it came out pretty good. It's so cute. So I used my two cake liner palettes. I used the Unearthly Not in the Mood palette. I went into this pan right here called Delight and used the little light pastel pink. And then I went into the Glisten and Fairy Free cake liner palette, and I used the shade in Fairy Pan, the pink right there, to create that detail. And I also added glitter because I'm also into glitter lately for some reason. I went into the Nabla Miami Lights palette, and I use this shade right here on the lid, right here, and then I use this pink shade in the inner portion. This one has like kind of a blue shift, so I think it matched really well with the shimmer that I had there. And then for the rest of the look, I went in with the Milani Highly Rated Mascara and the ABH Lash Sculpt Mascara. Did a little combo right there. I used the Thrive Cosmetics liner to create a wing. And then for the waterline, I decided to go in with this Udens Eye liner. This is number 7. I felt like it helped tie in the little pop of pastel blue that's in the front portion. And I think that's it for the look. That's all I did to put this together, and I think it's so cute. It's so adorable. I just love this collection. Had so much fun creating these two little fun looks, and I love how they just came out so different from one another. Totally different styles too. So that was everything for look number 2. I think I'm ready to give you guys my thoughts, and I think overall it's very positive thoughts. So let's just jump into my final first impression. Wicked Widow Beauty just did a perfect curated Valentine's Day collection. It's the perfect size. It's not overdone. The color selection was very well thought out, and everything just performed beautifully and went together so well. So I'll start off with the lippies. This is my first time trying lip products from Wicked Widow, and I feel like this is a very comfortable liquid lipstick, because some liquid lipsticks can be too intense, too dry, and way too matte. And I feel like these don't do that. They don't feel like they're sucking the moisture out of my lips. And it actually doesn't feel heavy on the lips either. And I think the shades are perfect. They go with the palette so well. They're just the most beautiful tones. Now, the palette is absolutely stunning, high quality, the usual formula from Wicked Widow Beauty, but they're usually very consistent with their shadows. I've never had an issue with any of their palettes. And I think the mattes are buttery, creamy, pigmented, blendable. You got a good range. You know, you have a deeper shade, you have some midtones, this beautiful pastel. They're blendable, and they just feel so buttery to the touch. And also the metallics, stunning. You have these really flaky foiled ones. This one's not as emollient as or as creamy as like these two, but it still packs a punch. They have beautiful shifts to them, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you don't like more flaky, thicker shades and you prefer more like satiny or more traditional smooth metallics, they're not going to be those. They're going to be those high impact metallics. But this one right here is on the smoother end, and it's so vibrant and bright. Like, look at that, and it made a beautiful highlighter. Also feel like you totally use this as a blush as well, which I'm gonna have to try that. And I just think this is very cohesive. Now, of course, I would have loved this to go even a little deeper, like this to be darker so I could get a little bit more smoky, but that's just like a personal preference. Not all palettes have to be super smoky. I could always pull in another palette or use like a matte black to get things a little deeper. That would have been perfect, but I still think this is perfect without it having a super deep matte in here. It's just a well thought out collection, and I love it. I really enjoy this. I love the packaging as well. It's so dang adorable, and I just had fun creating these looks. I think they came out beautiful, and I'm really happy with this. But anyways, I do hope that this video was helpful in letting you know if this was something to purchase or pass, or if you already picked it up, gave you some look inspirations that you could do with this collection. But you guys want to have to let me know, what are your thoughts in the comments below? Did you purchase? Did you pass? Have you tried Wicked Widow Beauty before? Did you like the looks? Like, just give me all your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup and all that good stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I'll have the collection link. I will also have my code there. I always forget to mention this in the beginning, but I have a code with Wicked Widow Beauty. It's a bricbeauty. It will get you some money off the collection. I think it's like 10%. It is affiliated, so I do get like a kickback if you use the code. You don't have to use it, but if you want to, it is there for your use. I will also link other Wicked Widow Beauty videos that I've done if you want to see more from the brand, and I will have my makeup link, foundation, and all that good stuff in case you're curious. And I will have my contact and my social media platforms linked them also on Instagram as Brici Lifestyle and Brici_Beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, being so amazing. I just appreciate you guys all so much. And I just hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and just send you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.